Quran is from God, part 13. One of the linguistic miracles of the Quran is that it consists of a ring composition. For example, if I'm to take Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2 of the Quran, Surah Baqarah can be divided into 9 parts. The first part talks about faith and unbelief, and so does part 9. The second part talks about creation and knowledge, and so does part 8. The third part talks about laws given to Israelites, and so does part 7, which talks about laws given to Muslims. Number 4 talks about how Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ was tested and how Muslims will be tested is in part 6. And number 5 is the change in Qibla, which is the very middle of the ayah. And also ironic because the change in the Qibla was actually a turning point for all the Muslims. If I put together all of these parts, they form a ring structure. It's a whole chapter of the Quran, 286 verses, which are all mirroring each other. And all of these verses were revealed at different points in time. They were not revealed as one single chapter. How is that humanly possible? This is also applicable to verses themselves. If we look at verse number 255, it can be divided into 9 parts. The first part is talking about praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and so does part 9. Part 2 talks about how he never gets tired, and so does part 8. Part 3 talks about the heavens and earth, and so does part 7. Part 4 talks about how nothing happens without Allah's permission, and so does part 6. And number 5 is the middle of it, which actually talks about how he's the most aware. If I am to put these all together, these parts mirror onto this, and that forms a ring structure even in one verse. How did a prophet who lived in Arabia, did not know how to read and write, said a bunch of sentences and made sure that that happened perfectly and did not go back and edit all of this? Everything he said was actually written down right as the moment that it was being revealed, and there was no edits. Follow me to learn more.